Welcome to this lesson on getting started with mentoring. In this lesson, we provide an introduction to mentoring and provide some guidance on how to get started as a mentor in your organization. Mentoring is a process in which an experienced individual helps another person develop his or her goals and skills through a series of time-limited, confidential, one-on-one conversations and other learning activities. Mentors also draw benefits from the mentoring relationship. As a mentor, you will have the opportunity to share your wisdom and experiences, evolve your own thinking, develop a new relationship, and deepen your skills as a mentor. Good mentoring comes from being aware of what it takes to enter into a mentoring relationship. A genuine desire for success, and a clear commitment to the process are necessary. When done well, mentoring is great for improving the productivity and effectiveness of the people involved. It's not a matter of luck, and there are many tools that you can use to build meaningful mentoring relationships. In this lesson, you will be introduced to some of these tools. You'll also be given a chance to start thinking about what place mentoring can have in your own professional life. A mentoring relationship is typically characterized by an older and more experienced person, assisting a younger and or less experienced person to grow and learn. This is not a new concept for personal and professional growth and development. It has been practiced formally and informally for years. Effective mentoring focuses on the human relationships, commitments, and resources needed to help a less experienced person find success and fulfillment in their professional pursuits. Mentors are not power figures. They are not authoritarian in their approach. Rather, a mentor is someone who helps someone else learn something quicker and more thoroughly than if that person is left to discover things on his or her own. Mentors are not power figures. They are not authoritarian in their approach. Rather, a mentor is someone who helps someone else learn something quicker and more thoroughly than if that person is left to discover things on his or her own. Mentoring may be a one-shot intervention, or a long-term relationship. It may have been developed formally, or it can happen in an informal setting. However, when you've been touched by a mentor, you know it. Formal mentoring happens when a specific relationship is established with a senior person. Often this is to teach new skills or to groom someone for future roles and responsibilities. Informal mentoring can come from an ongoing relationship, where one person listens, helps discuss problems, and shares special knowledge or wisdom. To understand how you yourself have benefited from mentoring, reflect on your own experiences by answering these questions. What kind of mentoring did you receive? How did it compare to the mentoring received by people around you? What did you find helpful and unhelpful about the mentoring you received? How well did the mentoring you received apply to your professional and/or personal success? How well did your mentors prepare you for your career? And what other kinds of mentoring would have been helpful to you? The answers to these questions may help you to define the kind of mentor you want to be and identify the building blocks for developing productive mentoring relationships with others. Consider significant events and people in your life. Think about these in terms of mentoring and then answer the following questions. Have you had an aha moment in your life? Who was there to help you make the discovery? How did this person impact your life? And in what way could he or she be considered a mentor? Has someone ever quoted something, or said something to you that was profound, that you've carried the meaning with you ever since? Who is the person? Would you consider this person a mentor? Why or why not? What mentoring qualities did you learn from this person? Is there a person who helped you uncover a latent talent, ability, or desire? How did this person encourage you and help you with your discovery? And how has this impacted your life and your mentoring vision? If you have been approached to be a mentor, or would like to offer to be someone's mentor, reflect on these questions prior to committing to the relationship. What experiences and learning can I bring to the mentoring relationship? What are my own expectations for the relationship? Are there any obstacles that could impede the relationship's development? There are a number of characteristics and behaviors of good mentoring. Approachability. Let your mentees know you are interested and available. Share personal information and relate to them. It will be particularly helpful to them to know that they can come to you, and that you will care. Information sharing. Be willing to share openly, and establish a pattern of mutual information exchange. Encourage them to try new things and expand their own knowledge base. Open communication. Find ways to make sure contact is regular and meaningful. And Trustworthiness. Ensure your mentees feel free to discuss issues with you without fear of reprisal. And some additional characteristics and behaviors of good mentoring include respect. Let the mentee know you respect their time and opinions. Appropriate feedback. Let your mentees know how you feel in a respectful and gentle manner. Technical expertise. Remain up to date and current with your own knowledge. And finally, supportiveness. Work on being motivating, encouraging, positive and empowering. As you start to enter into a mentoring relationship with someone, it's useful to clarify your goals and expectations. For this to be a mutually rewarding experience, you should have a good idea of how the relationship will work. Here are some example goals for mentoring. It's a way to give back, provide encouragement and support to someone else, establish a close relationship, challenge yourself to learn new things, pass on knowledge, further develop your network. Before engaging in mentoring, ask yourself what you might discuss in the meetings, and where you can help your mentee. Career options and preparation, your own work, technical issues, how to network, how to maintain a balance in work and life, how to identify and fulfill personal dreams, workplace realities, or help securing a job, through opportunities, networking, interviews, resume critique, etc. You should also agree the rules of the relationship, complete confidentiality, sharing personal details, meeting places, meeting times, and time commitments. Now let's consider some of the skills you need to be effective at mentoring. These would include at least, listening actively, building trust, determining goals and building capacity, and encouraging and inspiring. Listening actively is the most basic skill you will use throughout your relationship. Active listening not only establishes rapport but creates a positive, accepting environment that permits open communication. By listening actively, you will ascertain your protégé's interests and needs. Examples include the following: show interest in what he or she is saying, and reflect back important aspects of what he or she has said to show that you've understood. Use body language, such as making eye contact, that shows you are paying attention to what he or she is saying, and, if you are talking to him or her by phone, reduce background noise and limit interruptions. Your protégé will feel that he or she has your undivided attention. And when utilizing email, answer within 24 hours if possible, and be sure your message is responsive to his or her original message. Trust is built over time. You will increase trust by keeping your conversations and other communications with your protégé confidential, honoring your scheduled meetings and calls, consistently showing interest and support, and by being honest with your protégé. As a role model, you should have your own career and personal goals and share these, when appropriate, with your protégé. It is also likely that he or she will ask you how you set and achieved your own goals. In addition, you can help your protégé identify and achieve his or her career and personal goals. You will develop your protégé's capacity for learning and achieving his or her goals by doing the following: assisting him or her with finding resources such as people, books, articles, tools and web-based information. Imparting knowledge and skills by explaining, giving useful examples, demonstrating processes, and asking thought-provoking questions. Helping him or her gain broader perspectives of his or her responsibilities and organization. And, discussing actions you've taken in your career and explaining your rationale. Another of your key roles as a mentor is encouraging and inspiring. There are many ways to encourage your protégé. Comment favorably on his or her accomplishments. Communicate your belief in his or her capacity to grow personally and professionally and reach his or her goals. And, respond to his or her frustrations and challenges with words of support, understanding, encouragement and praise. Just knowing that someone else has been there, can be tremendously helpful. You can also inspire your protégé to excel. Examples include the following: share your personal vision or those of other leaders. Describe experiences, mistakes, and successes you or others have encountered on the road to achieving your goals. Talk with him or her about people and events that have inspired and motivated you. And, introduce him or her to your colleagues, who can be additional useful contacts or inspiring models. To remain accountable in your mentoring relationship, and ensure your mutual goals and expectations are met, you may want to consider creating a formal mentoring agreement. Here you outline the objectives as well as any rules and expectations you want documented. A mentoring agreement may include specific objectives, a confidentiality statement, the meeting frequency, the meeting format, face-to-face, phone, internet, etc., the duration of mentoring relationship, and voluntary termination of agreement statement. You will find a mentoring agreement template in the references. Mentoring is a valuable exercise for all involved. It's an effective means of training and development, and it contributes to a significant, positive impact on the way in which personal and professional goals are achieved. Learning through mentoring is instant, and the information received has the value of being tried and true, tested in the trenches. Mentors impart knowledge gained from years of experience, mentees learn invaluable lessons, and they both learn from one another in a mutually satisfying way. Preparing for a great mentoring relationship by examining your own mentoring experiences is an important first step. When followed by a close examination and agreement of expectations and goals, the relationship has the potential to propel both parties to achieve outcomes they had not previously imagined.
Want to learn more about this subject? Then click on our website to view the full course. Why not subscribe and get access to free articles and special offers? Join the Global Career Highway now.